Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach Bracer video, and today, round 13 is less than 12 hours away from dropping. We will be live streaming it in the morning, half an hour when the banner does go live, but before we do that, let's talk about the banner before you summon, right? This banner is a very good banner. I'm not even sure how deep I'm going to go, but if I don't get Masaki, I might end up completing every single step, which is 20 steps, which will cost you 4,650 orbs. So this, like every other banner going forward into the future, is going to have 20 steps, which means if you do all 20 steps, which again will cost you 4,650 orbs, you're going to be having 8 discounted steps and also 4 guaranteed 5 stars, which means if you do decide to go all in, you have a very good chance of getting what you want. Hopefully, you can still walk away with nothing. You know, that is always a possibility when it comes to summoning on this banner. But yeah, the main thing about this banner, and one of the more exciting things about this banner, is obviously the main 3 banner characters, but also the filler pool does feature around 4,000 characters, which is the first time we are seeing them as fillers literally forever. They've never been in the filler pool, which is quite crazy to think about, because these characters, they're obviously collectibles, right? These are the characters you want to get because they're fan favorites, right? Everyone likes the final arc. It was a big thing, and it still is a big thing that it's in Bleach Brave Souls. So even though someone like Kisuke is kind of mediocre, I personally don't have him. I want him because it's Bankai Kisuke, right? That's the main reason why you want these characters. And that's one thing you're going to need to decide before pulling on this banner. This banner is for, in a sense, collectors, right? Because you have round 4 as characters. Now, personally, to me, the only usable ones is Ichigo and Yoruichi, but there's way better characters out there. Juha is usable in Guild Quests, and Kisuke is just okay, right? However, we do know for a fact sometime in December, probably on the 26th, we are going to be getting the voting banner, which is obviously going to feature 5th anniversary Byakuya, 5th anniversary Ichigo, the 3 links or characters, and a bunch of other really good seasonals. And honestly, that banner is going to have more value. So I would actually say if you're kind of low on orbs, maybe limit on what you're going to be pulling on, especially on this banner, and maybe save for that banner. If you want to think it like this is for collectors, and then the upcoming voting banner is going to be for people that want to get really good characters. Now, I'm probably going to end up doing all steps on all of them, because I actually do buy orbs, courtesy of Ginta, by the way. Feel free to use code Aaroniero or Spite when you are buying orbs through Ginta. But yeah, this banner is not bad, right? So outside of the obvious fact that we do know that the voting banner is going to be coming out, there's also a lot of other banners that you need to be wary of that are coming out next month. For example, we know for a fact that since the 5th anniversary characters are returning, we're probably going to see Drugum, Basby, and Uryu's return sometime later this month. And that was also pointed out a lot in my past videos in the comment section. A lot of people saying round 10 of the manga characters, so Uryu, Drugum, and Basby, are actually bonus characters in the upcoming epic raids, which is more evidence for you to expect that they're going to be coming out this month. So you have a lot of things to be pulling for, and you got to make sure if you are free to play, you want to make sure you have as much orbs as possible. You have this right now. You have the mid-month banner, which is going to be Christmas, potentially a Link Store character there. We have the return of 1,000 people around 10. The Orange Society banner is coming back. We have the end of year banner, which is a month away, and then we also have the voting banner coming out on the 26th. There's a lot of big banners coming out, and you need to decide right now what you're pulling on. But that being said, now that I've gotten out of the way, let's talk about this current banner and why you should probably pull on the banner. So as you can see, round 4 characters are fillers. Very good right there. They're collector characters. You want to get them anyway. Even if you don't have them, they are still good to get, especially the Yoruichi and Ichigo. But let's talk about the main banner characters firstly. So, Ryuken. He is a strong attack character, Quincy Human with the strong attack recharge soul trait at 14%. Very good right there, really do like that. He has 60% Berserker, which is awfully high for a character like this. Like, this is actually abnormally high. It is rare for characters, like, even a 1,000 battle character to get 60% Berserker. Quite crazy to think about, right? So we have 60% Berserker, 40% Bruiser, 60% Devastation, so he's hitting hard on his NAD, on his special, and on his strong attacks. Then he has Frenzy, basically the standard Havoc plus 20%, giving him that extra bit of range. And then one unique thing about him is that he's now the 6th character in the game, the 2nd power character to be able to nullify range resistance, so you can use him in 2 weeks of guild quests, and you can also bring him into quests where they have range resistances like Senkamon or Extreme Carp whenever the power one does come around. That's a really good skill to have. It does make him very unique. Even though he might not have the best strong attacks or kit, or like might not be to your playstyle, the fact that he has this skill right here, nullified range resistance, just means the value he has on your account is always going to be good. For example, Nini, right? Nini, in my opinion, is a very good character, even though many people say she's probably just a mid-tier character. The fact that she's the only tech character in the game right now to actually nullify range resistance means she's almost better than a lot of tech characters, even though they might have better strong attack kits, if that kind of makes sense. That's my opinion. That's the way I see it if a character does have this. Talking about his strong attack style, let's go into it. So, his Nad String is similar to every range character in the game, nothing too special. His strong attack one is a beam forward, and it is similar to the Apache. Very good strong attack, really do like it. What is the actual distance? It's a 1,200 width and a 1,200 1200 length. It's basically a fat square in front of you. It's a very good strong attack, and it's way better than just getting the pushback strong attack that characters could have gotten, and especially with this character right here. I saw the animations of his strong attacks. That SA1 easily just could have been a pushback strong attack, so I really do like that SA1. His SA2 is a shockwave attack. It does have a 160% magnification, so it's going to hit very, very hard. The main gimmick about this strong attack is that it's going to push enemies away. So if you can somehow paralyze them, or if you're in co-op where you can't push back the enemy, or if you get them stuck into a corner or a wall, if you use that second strong attack and you get all the hits off, you're going to be pretty much nuking characters, especially since Ryukin does have 60% Berserker. That means he's going to be hitting awfully hard with that second strong attack if you can position it right. Very good. Really do like that, and it is the first time we are seeing this strong attack return in 2020. And then as for his first strong attack, he has a 1200 radius. Very good SA3, very good SA1, and a bit of a gimmicky SA2, but it's still good to have anyway. So I really do like this character's playstyle. Really want to put him. I'm not the biggest fan of Ryukin, but this character, he's got the drip. Many people have pointed out he looks like Arima from Tokyo Ghoul. I really like this character, even though I wasn't really a fan of Ryukin really ever. Like, he's just an okay character. Like, I never really was like, I have to summon for him, right? So really cool character. Really do like how they made him. Going into Masaki, a lot to talk about with her. So basically, to break it down in the easiest way, she is a better version of Tokinada. Now, just because I'm saying that does not mean Tokinada is instantly invalid or a bad character. Tokinada is still amazing. Until this character came out, he was still the best heart character in the game. Now Masaki, in my opinion, is the best heart character in the game. And you could argue for days who's better. I would definitely say Masaki is better. She has the boost. Obviously, Tokinada does have two. And I would say that Tokinada, the only thing he has over Masaki is the fact that he can weaken on a soul bomb, and is the fact that he can actually transform and get his strong attacks back. Now, you could argue that that's better than not being able to do it. That's perfectly fine, but I definitely value the skills that Masaki does have, and I just think she's the better character. But just because I'm saying that doesn't necessarily mean that Tokinada is now a bad character, because he's not. He's still very, very good, and also still very, very fun, right? I'm making memes about, you know, I'm not going to be playing with Tokinada anymore than that I have Masaki, but it didn't really matter. Masaki is a character I've been waiting for, regardless of what attribute, regardless of what killer or skills that she did have, I was going to be using her a lot. So it didn't matter to me that she's now another heart NAD character with Flurry Guard Break. But that being said, why is she OP? Well, she has 60% Bruiser, plus 20% from her Soul Trace, that's 80% Bruiser, plus Flurry, plus Enhancer because she does have a boost, which is also a shield. Then she has Guard Break, which is almost a must-have for NED characters. If you do have it, it makes you really, really good in my opinion, especially if you are a range character. Range Flurry Guard Break is like the most broken thing in the game to me personally. That's how I see it. This is very, very good. And then on top of that, just the flex on Tokinada, right? She has hidden enemy chance 100%, so she doesn't need to use the Zeta Pill. She has it built into her, and then she has Poise. One of the most annoying things about using Tokinada or someone like Oetsu is the fact, and also Kisuke, is the fact that they don't have Poise. It's very annoying when you get hit and then you stagger and you can't just do that extra bit of damage. The fact that she has Poise makes her really, really good, especially if for some reason you want to use her in PvP. Because you know the Tokinada strat that everyone does, where they have a weak character in the middle, then they use Drugum on the side, then Tokinada on the other side? Well, Masaki can do that, but she can also give herself the shield and also have the Poise. So if she does take damage, it doesn't matter. She's hitting you. So really good character. Really do like the visuals. Her special looks amazing. Her NAD string's really cool. I'm just happy to see it in the game, and I'm happy that she's OP. I really do also like the fact that she is the first Flurry character in the game to actually use a Quincy bow. So I like that. I'm actually really happy about this character. Moving on though, we have the last banner character, and that's Ishin. If 5th Anniversary Byakuya didn't exist, this character would have been the best speed character in the game. That's how I'm saying it. This character is very good. Like, Havoc plus the 3 best strong attacks in the game, which let me quickly go here. You can see it right here. So he has a 3000 length beam, best strong attack 1 in the game. 960 radius AoE in front of him as his second strong attack. Best SA2 in the game if you don't count Byakuya's second strong attack. And then you have his SA3, which is a 4-screen strong attack. Actually above 4 screens, 1200. So again, basically the best strength you can ask for. And then he has the skills to back him up. So he has the team party buff. So if you are a speed attribute captain, you're going to get yourself an additional 20% strong attack damage. Really do like that. Wish we would see more of it. I wish like almost every banner would have something like this just to kind of help team build. Because in this game, it's not really a team building game. It's mainly just bring your best character and destroy everything in one shot. So I would like to see more team building. Maybe in the future, if they could actually rework the team effects, that would be nice. But that's a very nice thing that this Ishin does have, and it does go for himself too. So he does have a 40% Berserker, which does help him a lot if you only have the character 1-5. He has Debilitator plus 2, Devastation plus 40, Frenzy, Havoc, Sprinter plus 1, and he also, it doesn't say here, I believe I have to scroll down, he does have the innate skills where he's immune to poison, and he can also read hollow dodges. So if you do pull this character, you can bring him into the Transcendence Trial and basically farm Hogaku's 4 days in like under like a minute. Like, get a lot of Hogakus, very, very easy. You don't have to struggle through the fact that they have like an 80% dodge rate. So that gives him value in a sense. Once you get one of these characters in the future, like almost every month now, we're probably going to get more characters that have the innate skills to dodge a certain type of enemies, right? Once we have all 5 of them, all you need to do is get one of them. So if you don't have Yamamoto, this character is going to be even more value for you to be able to farm those Hogakus. And that's basically all there is to talk about. Another very good character, like 3 amazingly good characters. Like, compare these 3 banner characters to the past Thousand Brother characters. Like, the last banner was good with the Yamamoto and stuff, but these characters crap on all the last Thousand Brother characters. It's absolutely insane. As for the fillers though, Toshiro, I'm not even going to break them down. Toshiro is okay, very, very common. Like, if you don't pull him now, you're going to pull him eventually. Neliel's kind of bad. She has a use on Senkamon, that's about it. You're not really going to ever use her. She can burn on everything, so if you ever are stuck on a floor where there are 3 bosses, you can do the burn cheese. Shunsui, I believe, is a Chronicle Quest bonus. I'm not too sure, but a character that you're not ever going to use. Then you have Sergeant, also another character that you're not really going to use unless you're a fan of Sergeant. He's a pretty fun character, but there's really no reason to use him, especially because he is, you know, he's in a banner with 2 better speed holo killers, which is kind of funny. Then we have Chad. Chad's probably the like only really usable premium filler in this banner. Chad is by far the second best now character to go against Drugim if you do have this character 5-5. The first and best character to go against Drugim is the new Fierce Battle Ikaku. Very good character, but Chad's also another very good character in PvP. He's literally held down a top 5 position in PvP in a tier list for the last like 2 years since his release. He's actually very, very good, and also another Chronicle Quest bonus character, so if you do get him, he's going to be useful there for PvE and PvP. And then now it's time to talk about the 1000 Blood War characters, the round 4 characters, right? So, Kisuke is very bad. If you pull him, unless you're a massive fan of Kisuke, which I'm sure there's many people out there, I'm sure of it, right? Everyone, you know, if you're a Kisuke fan, we probably already know because you showcased it everywhere. Kisuke is a pretty bad character. Like, he doesn't hold up in today's meta, like, at all. Like, you can use him, sure, he's still able to clear content, but if I pulled him, because he's the only manga character I'm missing from the original 14, I probably wouldn't ever use him, but I still want to get him because it's Bankai Kisuke, right? That's more of a reason to pull for him. So these manga characters are more going to be for collection purposes, just to get them. Kisuke, again, not really that usable, but he is a collection character. You do want to get him just for the fact that he is a kind of a rare character. This is like one of the few times, the only time right now in the game since the start, since they ever came out, where we can pull for these characters as fillers, right? As for Yoruichi, she has some wonky hitboxes, and that's just because Caleb just made her like that, but she, to this day, still holds up. Like, I would still say she's a pretty fun and pretty good character. Her strong attacks are still good to this day. Lunge, basically 2 lunges and a full screen strong attack, and then she also can use her special to transform, get all your strong attacks back into a cat form. She has a very fun night stream because she flies around the whole map. She's another good character. You just have to get past the fact that she has some wonky hitboxes and her strong attacks, but she's still perfectly fine in my opinion. If she ever did get a resurrection, which will probably be a year from now, all she really needs to do is pick up Berserker and recharge, and she's like top 5 again for speed, in my opinion. As for Juha, it's the final boss of Bleach, right? You want to pull him just for that. Like, you want to just have him, right? But he's a very bad character. I will say that right now. When he came out, if you didn't know, he didn't have Frenzy, didn't have Flurry, didn't have anything, really. He was very disappointing. People tried to make him work with the Senka Eisens. They tried to use him in the cheese strat in PvP, and that did work for a long time. But nowadays, he just really doesn't hold up. The only use for him that I can see right now in the current state of this game is to have him 5-5, 500 SP, max transcended, and use him in Guild Quest for the Captain Week, where he can probably clear it in around 10 to 20 seconds as long as you do have 2 good supports. So if you get Juha, he's probably going to sit in your box. You'll probably play with him for like 10 minutes and then you just go back to your other characters. But like I said, if you get his character 5-5, then he's going to be able to be a very good character for the Captain Week of Guild Quest. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. I do have him 2-5. I do want to get those last 3 copies to max transcend him and then bring him into the Captain Week of Guild Quest where I can clear in less than 10 seconds. So that's like the only use for him I see there. And then we have 1000 Year Blood War, round 4 to go. The man that, you know, I don't want to spoil, but you know, right? I'm sure you know. So this character, again, another good character, immune to paralysis and weaken, sprinter +1, frenzy enhancer. His strong attack 2 is a boost, and it does actually transform into the Horn of Salvation. Really cool character. Like, this is literally final battle Ichigo, and that's another reason to pull for this character. Now, I do have him max transcended, so I hope I don't get any extra dupes with him while I am pulling on this banner, but I don't use him. Like, even though I have a max transcended, I don't use him a lot. That's mainly because I'm kind of bored of him, but again, if you haven't pulled him, because he's been a rare character, like, these round 4 characters don't come back too often, this is by far your best chance. So, like I said at the start of the video, You're pulling on this banner just to get the characters. You're pulling on this banner because you want to have fun with these characters, even though they might be bad. The upcoming voting banner, you're pulling on those characters because they're good and also fun, right? That's how I see it. That being said, though, that was basically all there is to talk about. So what we're going to do now is quickly do all steps. Hopefully this doesn't jinx my luck. So let's see what 20 steps will look like. What do we get? Let's skip right there, and we pretty much swept the banner. Ooh, that would actually be very good for me. So, damn. Okay. Oh, step 1 Masaki. That would be beautiful. Okay. So we swept the banner in like almost 5k orbs. Like that's what I would hope to do. 4 sergeants, not what I want to see. Don't want Shad because I have him 5-5. Don't want you because I have him 5-5. Don't also want you because I have you 5-5. And good lord, if I pulled 5 nails, I'd be annoyed. But this did happen to me. This would be the first Kisuke that I did get. My Yoruichi would be 2-5, and then my Juha would be 4-5. Very happy if I didn't get Ichigo Deuce, because again, I don't need him. So let's quickly scroll down and see where we did get them. So it took us a lot of multis, actually. Damn. So we got 16. So it took us 17 steps to sweep the banner. I would call that a dub. It's a late dub, but it's still a dub if you do sweep with the banner, even if it does take a lot amount of orbs. But that was really, hope you guys did enjoy it. In the comments below, let me know what you guys think about this banner. Are you pulling on it? Who are you going for? I'm curious to know. Good luck on your summons. I will be streaming half an hour after the banner does go live, so that probably means that you already did your summons if you are staying up or waking up for this banner release. Good luck in your summons. Hope you get what you want. Hope we all get what we want. We're all going for the Queen Masaki. We're all going for the Daddy Ishin, and we're all going for the cutie Ryuken. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll see you later in the next one. Peace.